What you're looking at is a Naga, a water spirit. Sometimes they have wings, sometimes they don't. They have a snake's tail, and they're very often associated with snakes. Halfway up, they generally turn into a human. Maybe it's a female, maybe it's a male. You can have either sort. Often they hold conch shells like this one is. And they very often will have other snakes coming up above their heads. They occur in all cultures because water is important to every culture. Where I live in Wales, they're called Gragith Anwyn, the water fairies. In Tibet, they're called Lu. In Mongolia, they're called Lus. The word Naga is Sanskrit. When they are flying in the air, they are often thought of as dragons. And when they are in the land, in the earth, in the water, in the deep places, in the wells, they are Nagas. One of the most important Nagas is Naga Kanya, Queen of the Three Worlds, daughter of the King Naga Raja. In Mongolia and in Siberia, a shaman's ritual costume is hung with scores of Nagas. Made of sheep's wool taken from specially chosen sheep that have special markings on and made ceremonially, they are covered in textile, in cloth, very often cloth that resembles snakeskin, and they dance and move about as the shaman moves. And they are alive, as everything is alive on a shaman's costume. It is said that you should never pass a needle through a shaman's snake because it'll offend the Nagas. So the Nagas are attached by tying them on or binding them in some way, but never sewn on, never stitched on. The Nagas are the messengers that connect the shaman to the land and connect them to the Savdag. The Savdag are the Earth Lords. They are the great mighty Earth Lords that are responsible for regions of the earth, very often associated with mountains, just as the Nagas are associated with rivers and lakes and watercourses. But Nagas are capricious. They're quick to anger. They guard treasure and they give riches and they give teachings, but they also bring disease. Very often skin complaints come from them. But they bring other things too. They curse people. They curse people if the person has done something wrong to defile a watercourse, polluted a stream, offended a Naga. Nagas are quick to be offended, and so it's really important to give offerings to them, to be on good terms with them, to be on good terms with the water spirits, because the water spirits are so important to humans. And so offerings are made to Nagas. Special altars, special shrines are set up, and offerings of milk and flowers and rice and sometimes precious stones and sometimes gold are given to Nagas. Here is an altar set up for a Naga puja, and offerings are going to be made, milk and incense, fruit scattered around there on all of those leaves. Naga Kanyan sits in the centre, dressed in a blue offering shawl, a kadag or a kata. And offerings are made to the four directions as Naga Kanya sits in the centre of the world, the very sacred centre of all things. This ceremony is being performed by Bhola Banstola, a traditional Nepalese shaman. This is his ceremony. Everybody in the circle comes up one at a time and gives their offerings and their love and their respect to Naga, giving rice, giving milk, and always she sits in the center of the world, in the center of all things, in the place of honor. Here Bhola makes offerings. He holds a conch shell, which he will blow during the ceremony to call to the Nagas, to invoke the Nagas. Bows and prostrates down before her before he returns to his place. And she sits in the center of the world, resplendent, receiving all of our gifts. And one of our gifts is mantras. This is Bhola singing a mantra to the Nagas, to Naga.
Naga in Naga Kanya. Om Naga Kanya Sarva Siddhi Hoon. 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 Om Naga Kanya Sarva Siddhi Hoon.